Hi, welcome back to Talking Sense. And today I want to talk to a topic that's very close to my heart as an entrepreneur, because this has been my journey, and it's that one of letting go, as it's commonly called, but it's really about busting the myth that business owners have that if they are not there, things will never and cannot and would not run. And I think in business there's a decision one day you'll have to make, and there's no right or wrong here. You'll make the decision, is this going to be a business that supports me personally and is about my career? So maybe you're a consultant in some area and you're like, I will always be the consultant, so the fact that I'm self-employed is just the vehicle I use to support my personal agenda as a consultant. Or you make the decision that actually I want this business to be a vehicle that runs by itself. It's a car that moves and can continue moving with or without me. So I think you have to be very, very clear about that decision. But let's assume you do want this to be a business that can run without you. For example, you can go on holiday for a month and the business can still run. People have been in business 15 years, 20 years, they're making millions and hundreds of millions of shillings, but a lot of people cannot step away from their business for a month and it cannot run. And we delude ourselves into thinking, but if I'm not there, there'll be nobody. So a couple of years ago, I met someone, let's call him Kennedy, who runs a car dealership. And we use Kennedy as a case study in our entrepreneurship class. When you come, you learn more about Kennedy's style of leadership. And he's a fantastic car salesman, but he believes he's the only one who can sell cars. And let me not lie, if you do meet Kennedy, he will sell you a car. He's a fantastic salesperson. But when he's not there, cars do not get sold. And Kennedy, in fact, has actually missed out on holidays with his family. They've gone to the coast, they've gone abroad. He's making money, but he's not being able to go with them because he's like, but if I'm not there, the business does not run. And in some way, the very same business that he's so passionate about has become a prison. And over time, what has happened to Kennedy is he has started resenting the business. His family definitely resents the business because he's never there with them. So I've taken a course this year and I've learned that thing that comes so instinctively to you as the founder of the business, because you were there in the beginning like Kennedy. So you know how to talk to each type of customer. You almost know it instinctively. You've got to sit back and make it a process. Whatever is not drilled down into a process in a business is going to fail. So like Kennedy, he had to sit down and say, okay, yes, I'm a great salesman, but are there 1, 2, or 3 things I tend to tell people, or even stories I tell to 10 people that warm them up, so by the time I'm talking about the price of the car, it's not a barrier? And actually they were. They actually 2 or 3 things that he started now teaching somebody else. Actually, when it's this kind of a customer, say 1, 2, 3. So even in your own business, yes, there'll always be a flair you as an individual bring to the table, but there are certain things that can be transferred to somebody else, and what happens along the way, they may not do it exactly as you did it, but they may also put in their own flair that brings something else. Like for Kennedy, maybe he'll get someone who's able to sell cars to younger people, because he's selling cars mostly to older people. Maybe there's a market there for millennials by just teaching somebody else how to do it. So don't limit yourself, because if you also just do the same thing, if 10 years from now Kennedy still finds himself just selling cars to the same people, he's a human being. He wants to grow. He'll also resent the fact that he's not moved on to something else. So it is healthy for your business for you to keep stepping back, and doing something new. And a lot of time people say, my business is not growing, it's because of capital, it's because of people. No, it's actually because you are stifling the business by insisting that you do everything. So write down your job description and start saying, this is my starting point. Just find a starting point of handing over to somebody else so that I can keep doing bigger and bigger and bigger things. Letting go is really part of growth, and that's what I've personally experienced also as an entrepreneur. We're going to talk more about how you do this. It's through setting up structures, it's through having the right vision, it's through marketing. We're having an entrepreneur chats, national museums, August 11th from 10 o'clock. So you'll hear me telling you more about how I managed to put in those structures in my business, as well as other people, as well as the team that actually teaches in the Centonomy Entrepreneur Program coming to talk to you about being able to unleash the potential that exists in your business when you realize some of those things. I look forward to having this conversation again with you there. Thank you.